I have so many questions, Lucy, about Inzoi.
Oh,
Me
yeah.
too.
Me too.
So many questions that I was like, I don't need to talk about a game that has been out for ages or Assassin's Creed again. What is it? And how does it work?
I think we also need to preface this conversation by saying that Lucy's is it like your founding games, The Sims? Is it like the number one most important game in your life, The Sims?
It's
the one you
easily my
played?
most played game.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
The amount of time I've spent in The Sims is in the thousands easily.
Okay. Right. Got it.
In its current state, Inzoi does not have the source.
Okay.
Inzoi is so strange, and I could only handle it for 35 minutes before I just kind of pieced out of it. So it is
Jesus
an early
Christ.
access. It's in early access. And the thing is, it's going to be massive. People have been waiting for a Sims killer for years. It will be huge. I think it's already I think the latest I saw it was 16th on the Steam charts.
It was number one on the Steam wishlist chart.
It's number one now. Yeah.
Wow.
Does not surprise me. It is a life sim. And when I tell you that it is in the same vein as The Sims, that is a complete lie. It apes The Sims so much.
Right.
To the point where
Really?
I am convinced they even use some of the same sound effects, and it is so brazen.
Do they have the
There is some-
Simglish or whatever?
I believe they do.
Okay.
Honestly, I just tried to get two of my Zoe to screw, and I got bored before I could even get them there.
All right.
So my issues, I guess, let's start with positives, right? Where it's it looks beautiful. It is.
Does it really look like that? Like I've seen trailers and
it
images.
does look like that. Obviously, we're at the point now we have had The Sims 4 for 10 years. There are so many items, so many pieces of clothing. You're talking about a very overwhelming experience, I guess, if you came to The Sims 4 as it currently is now. And it is kind of nice and refreshing to go back to something like Inzoi, where you are at the very beginning and there aren't as many choices for things, and everything does seem very considered and not as overwhelming. But the thing that I was struggling with the most with Inzoi is that some of its systems are just kind of needlessly a bit weird and complex. And I think part of that comes down to whether I can't tell if it's a translation issue or if it is we used AI to write this issue. And I'm gonna get my phone out because I took some pictures on my phone of some of the bizarre prompts that you get when your Zoe are talking. And Zoe are basically what the
I think you took pictures on your
Sims are
phone
called.
rather than screenshots.
That's
I'm not gonna
we call
lie.
that the old-fashioned way, man.
I'm not gonna-
I do that.
I can
I'm not
imagine
gonna lie.
Lucy doing this, getting that's interesting. Let me see that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
That's right.
When I have to solve a
Line
puzzle in
that
a
up.
game, when I have to remember a code in a game, a safe code, I just take a
Yeah,
picture.
I do
of
that too.
I do that
Same.
too. Mate, when I was playing Rise of the Golden Idol last year, you better believe I was.
I did it with Tunic. I did it with The Witness, taking photos and then drawing on them.
Yeah.
So in The Sims, when you click on your sim or another sim, there is kind of a wheel that pops up with all of the different actions you can take. Whereas with Inzoi, they try and kind of prompt you to use some, but some of them, like I said, are really, really weird, where one of the prompts will be, ask if they have a thing for mint chocolate. Think about how to eat more and still not gain weight. Say, life's best teacher is death. This is, by the way, the first conversation that these two Zoe had been having.
That's me. That's like talking to me in real life. I would say something like that.
There's no. It gets some of them say material pleasures are as important as emotional connections.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it randomized or is that generated based on something?
I think it must be randomized based on what it is. But there was another great one. Talk about the importance of mental health. Discuss how relationships can affect business, and then discuss the stock prospects of the K-pop and entertainment industries.
Wow.
This sounds
It
like
is-
this is pulled from AI prompts or whatever.
Right.
you know
And that's
what I
the
mean?
thing, because when the Zoe actually talk to each other, in The Sims at least, it was always, they did the thing where it's, hey, talk about your interests, and then a little picture of an interest would appear. And you would kind of feel like even if you couldn't understand the conversation, you kind of could. You could pour yourself into that conversation. But with Inzoi, it's just the same kind of animations, and they're just chatting and that little, and you don't really understand what they're saying. And then I don't know. I don't think I didn't get a chance to try because remember when I was at CES, they were on the Nvidia booth and you could do the put in like a little prompt and the AI of the Zoe would change. I couldn't figure out how to do that. The UI is extremely overwhelming and I don't think it's tutorialized very well because it does not teach you by playing. What it does is it gives you a giant pop-up that you can just keep scrolling down and you're just expected to read it like a game manual.
That seems
RIP to game manuals, but like The Sims had tutorialization. If you go back to The Sims 1, you get put in, you can say, hey, you can either play by yourself or you can go into the newbie household and you can just learn how to play and they'll teach you. Inzoi doesn't do that. Inzoi is just like, hey, you read all this shit and then you will learn how to play. I do. So that's the thing. I played it for 35 minutes. It's also got a weird conceit around it. I couldn't really understand why. Like, there's a cat, and the cat is the thing that's like you can ask the cat, and the cat is in charge of something, and you are I don't know what the hell the conceit is around it. Like, I don't fucking know. Anyway, so I lasted 35 minutes, and so this is not a review. This is just literally like my first hands-on impressions. But it crashed, and at that point, I was, you're just like, I'm too sleepy for this. I'm not gonna be. What a weird game! What a strange game! And the thing is that it will sell extremely well. And also, to be fair, when The Sims 4 launched, that was not a good game.
That had issues.
The Sims had so many issues. No pools, no toddler, toddler lifespan. There was like AI. It just felt dead. Like
no,
it wasn't good.
no pools or toddlers, only man. Sorry.
Garbage.
Nice, man. That's a good reference.
There's always a pool. There's always a toddler. Oh no! I got.
Oh my
Anyway.
God.
Moving on. Anyway, so that's the thing where it's like this is in early access. Things can be subject to change.
Of course.
In its current state, it feels very, very strange. But there is like a backbone there that I think a lot of Sims players who are currently displeased with the fact that, Maxis is just, hey, where's the next Sims game? Don't worry about it. We'll put another stuff pack into The Sims 4. I'm sure a lot of people will flock to it. And Paralives is still coming, but Life, the Rod Humble one, Life by You. One of the guys from The Sims 2 was going to do one. It got cancelled last year. It was the Paradox one. So there will be a market for it. It will sell extremely well. Weird game so far.
Are you building
all-time
homes
peak
or are you
was
living
1
in
hour
cities?
ago as of our recording, and it's 60,000.
60,000
which is
concurrent players.
Very impressive.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
Steve
there was
would.
no
I would
way
have
this wasn't
expected
gonna be
higher, to
huge.
be
I
honest.
honestly,
Yeah.
that's just new. I mean, I expect it's going to go bigger. I
It
mean,
just
imagine when the
dropped.
modders arrive with this and the absolute havoc that they're going to cause. Oh my god, this is going to be absurd.
Shout out to Wicked Whims, I guess, and all those
Yeah.
and all those people.
Yeah.
I believe you can build. There was a thing that was like a blueprint thing. I just wanted to jump right into it. So I did not explore building stuff yet. But also there are different worlds, and like The Sims, they would have different neighborhoods. And Inzoi did too. That kind of definitely spoke to the fact that there would be different, like different kind of zoning for lots and like residential, and there'd be commercial and stuff. And so they have elements of that too. Is it gonna be The Sims killer? I don't know. But strange game.
Keep playing
Cute
it. I want
cat.
to hear more about it.
Yeah.
I
I'll
really
go back to
please
it.
push past 35 minutes.
Yeah.
It's very
But it also says a lot that someone who plays The Sims as much as I do
Yeah.
lasted 35 minutes, and I was like,
yeah, you bounce off that quick. I'm
yeah.
downloading
But
it right
I mean,
now.
I'll try.